Hey guys, you're watching because you want and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of... let me turn my light off in my room. No, that's not what the series is called. Let me turn... I left the light on. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Spaceship. How sick is this looking, right? We've got these two panels at the back. I'm half thinking to actually have a little bit of glass, like the orange glass like we got on the windscreen, but like a little section of glass there and there. I think that could look pretty cool, but I really want to do a lot of work on the belly today. We've got our hangar area. We need to extend this out and maybe even... I might even drop that down by a layer to get a... No, I might use carpet. We'll figure that out later on. That's not a thing that I'm going to worry about now. But after we've got the belly of the beast in, we need to think about where we want our observation port to be. And I think we want our observation port to probably be relatively centered, like around here somewhere. And that'll be like a glass dome, a giant glass dome that'll be underneath the whole ship. It'll be in zero gravity if it was a real spaceship. So, like, you would be able to go through a hole, like about there, into the dome, and in the dome you could float. So you would float about and you could look down. It would be like a semicircle, and you can look all ways and float about. And then when you want to get out, you just go back up towards the hole again. It's pretty cool. I like observation decks. So I suppose we should work from the back and work our way forward today. There will be a little bit of cutting away this episode, I'm assuming, because I would really, if possible, like to get the whole belly finished today. It's a little bit of a push, but I reckon we can probably do it. Let's start off with doing this one side. So we've got this black shape that sort of joins up from this, or starts at the front of the ship, gets wider as it comes down, joins up to the belly here. That probably needs a little bit more work and touching up and spiking that way maybe. And then it's going to fade out to our normal ship grey back here at the hangar. That's what I'm going to call it, the hangar. I come up with a different name for all of our stuff every episode. But who cares? Let's get a splash potion as well going here. Now, this shouldn't be too difficult, really. I can't see there being much problems with it. We should be able to just fill most of this in as we go, depending on the level. Something like that, and that. This is where it starts getting tricky, at points like this. Mind you, look how much we've reduced it by already. I think we need to do some sort of pattern of it getting thinner this way. So, let's do every 2 blocks. Something like that. See that? And that's sort of following the line of that outside. Roughly, something along that lines. And then, pretty much run along here like this. We're trying to give ourselves as much room on the interior as possible. So we're really trying to maximize, or minimize, in fact, is the correct word, minimize our block usage. We want to have as few blocks in the walls as possible, because the more blocks we have, the less space we're going to end up with. It's a delicate balance, but I reckon we can pull it off. Let's have those two there. And maybe start bringing this out again. Maybe every 3 blocks, like that. So it goes from every 2 blocks to every 3 blocks. Look how little room we have left now. This is awesome. I'm actually going to remove that block, and I'm going to do that on this side already. So I'm going to remove that one. And then fill that one in, there, and there. And then that leaves us with... You know, I'm actually going to change the shape of this one. I'm going to do it from this side, like this, and here, and there. And then I'm actually going to make this a little bit smaller. So I'm actually going to bring those in, get the black blocks back, or the dark grey ones, and put those there like that. I think that's a better shape. I think it was looking a little bit square. I think that's good. Okay, perfect. Let me replicate that on the other side and I shall be back. There we go. We can actually start to see this is the largest area of the ship. I think up to this line here is where we're going to have our cargo hold. So that's a nice sizable area for some small, like, tiny single-seater like miniature fighters. Maybe they have a little laser gun on them. We can call them like swarms. Like you would have like thousands of them going around, little single ones, and they just like pick away at enemy ships. Sounds pretty sick. I like that idea. And then this area here will be where most of the action will be. There'll be the basically like a flight deck. Up there's the cockpit, but like with the navigation and stuff like that. That's what I'm sort of thinking. But anyway, let's continue on. We're going to do this section now, and I think I actually want to sort of shape this black a little bit better. So we're going to remove a few of these, because at the moment it's a very straight line here, and it's a little bit too much of an abrupt cut-off, I feel. So let's extend this out, join a bit more of the black together in this center. I think that'd be much more worthwhile. Was that 2 blocks over there? Yeah, it was. I'm really nervous that I'm going to find a spot that isn't symmetrical on both sides, and then my mind is going to be blown, because I'm going to be like, I have no idea where I've gone wrong here. And I'm sure it'll probably happen. Okay, from here I think we'll start pointing it back this way again. So maybe that one, and whoops, I hit the block and went up in the air. This one, I cannot wait to start doing the interior though on this. It's gonna look so sick. Oh, I can't wait. So I'm gonna go back out to, we've gone 1 block, 2 blocks, 2 blocks, and then I'm gonna go back to 1 block again, and then 2 blocks like that. Oh, we are slightly off somewhere. Where am I off? That one. That one. That one. That's better. Yeah, I like that as a shape for the bottom of the ship. You won't see it from inside, but from the outside, see that? It's like a point at the back, like a tear shape, isn't it? If you look, that's a teardrop. In fact, that's pretty much a perfect... You couldn't ask for a better teardrop shape than that. Okay, that's good because it's actually reduced our area that we need to now fill to only this. We know that this section can be filled out straight away. Something like this, I'm assuming. Something along the lines of that. And now we need to join up. This is a very thin part of the ship. This is not an easy section to do. So I think what we're going to do first is try and make it a little bit easier for us to join up. So something like that. And like that. Yeah, that's sick. I like the black grey and then the black again. Ooh, it's beautiful. Makes me all gooey inside thinking about this. Oh, it sounds so sad. I know, believe me. Okay, there and here. Imagine the interior. The interior is what I'm really excited for, because the interior is where the fun is really, really going to begin. This can go away, can't it? There we go, there we go. And then have that one, and that one. I think is going to be a nice shape. Put this underneath here. Most of it is just self-explanatory. I don't really need to explain a lot of these block placements. You can just see that there's nowhere else that the block could actually go. Like that. Like this. I think that one would be the best one. And then there. And that fills that in. That actually fills that in really nicely as well. Oh, there was one thing. Was it here? I think was looking a little bit square. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a couple of these down. So I'm going to do those 3. Remember to take the ones behind it away. And these 3. See how that just makes it a little bit rounder? And I might do those 2 as well. And those 2. It makes it a little bit more rounder than if it was the straight lines going all the way across. So I shall do this on the other side, and I shall match what we've already done there on the other side, and then I shall be back again. Okay. I can see it finishing up. I've got the vision in my head. Now on this side, we wanted some escape pods. Escape pods are pretty necessary, and we don't want them in the same spot as the hangar. We want to have our own separate escape pods. 6 of them would be nice, maybe 3 on either side, but we need a sort of flat-ish area to be able to put them in. We need a block, or do we redstone it? They don't need to be big. In fact, they only need to, we could probably get away with having our escape pods like that size, like literally just 1 block tall, and then just have holes of where they come out, because escape pods are meant to be tiny. Anyway, well, maybe we can go a 2x2. How many can we fit in here if we were going to do it? Let's say we done it. We need it in a flat area, like in this area. 1. Let's have it there. 1, 2, 3. And then extend that one. Let's do the same on this side. 1, 2, and 3. I mean, I think that look. I flew right through it. I meant to go underneath it. That was like great flying, Minecraft flying. I think that's a pretty good size. You wouldn't want it any bigger than that, but boy, does that actually give just a lot of character to the side of the ship, doesn't it? Having those holes there. You could put any block. If you didn't want escape pods, you could just put a different block behind there, and boy, would that make a huge difference. We can actually get these to open and close as well. Relatively easy. We put these blocks on top, on either side, like this. Now, what block would we want as the, I'm going to say, doors for our escape pods? Would we want the block of iron? Would we want something else? We need something that looks good when you place 4 of them together. So something with a little bit of detail on would be really nice. And obviously something that can be moved, because that makes a lot of sense. They're going to have to be moved. I'm thinking, where was it? I saw what I wanted. Yeah, block of iron I think is going to work really well. So if you imagine, we could open this via pistons, sticky pistons, above and below. So we'd have one there, and then below it, I'm sure we can bend the shape of the ship to suit this, there and there. So let's put all those in, that one and that one. And then when these power, obviously we'd be able to actually open and close these little escape pod hatches. And that would be pretty sick to do, wouldn't it, huh? I think that would be pretty sick to do. Let's just run where the pistons are going to be on the outside. The top ones don't really matter as much, but these bottom ones are important because we need to actually put the body of the ship to suit where these pistons are going to be. So we want to put those in and then sort of bend the ship around that. So we can have those there. We need to cover these pistons up. Well, that's easy enough to do like that, I think, isn't it? I think that sort of instantly hides up exactly how we would want it to be. And then that go like that. And then suddenly they're invisible. Oh, that's so cool. I think that looks good as well with those blocks there. I think that really, really suits. Should I get it powered up? No. We can get it powered up another episode. We won't need to do that now. We're concentrating on body shape today. So, from there, I think we're actually going to start at the bottom. It's really weird. Sometimes when doing this, it's better to start at the top and work your way down. And then on some occasions, it's actually better to work at the bottom and then go up. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. Maybe it's just me, but envisioning it better from either the top or the bottom, depending on the build itself or the area of the build. But sometimes it's impossible to do it from the top. Like, I think in this situation, you would really, really struggle to do it from the top. In fact, I'm doing it wrong from the bottom here because we need to get all the way out to there. And we were going up 1 block at a time. We need to start going out 2 blocks at a time and maybe even 3 in some sections. So let's do it like this. And I'm going to add another block to that. And then we're going to come out here again. It's been sick, I must say. It has been sick to see you guys send in your spaceships through both Facebook and Twitter. I've had quite a few sent in, and a few of them I've been like, dude, that is awesome. You know, like absolutely mind-blowing builds. And some of them, I think, man, if I was smart, I would have thought of that. I think I'll be taking some of your designs, pinching them, stealing them. No, I'll say if I use something from one of you guys, I shall say what I've used. But boy, inspiration is something that is so good to share. A lot of people always assume that people steal other ideas. They always say, "Oh, he stole my idea of having this on the build." Now, if credit isn't properly given, I agree, that's a little bit of a bum rap. You're like, well, I thought of that and he's just stolen it. I agree, that's wrong. But don't get upset when people use your ideas, because that is something that you should be so proud of. You've thought of something so awesome that you've actually made someone else do it as well. That's gotta... It fills you up with so much pride. That block doesn't need to be there. Have I got the same one on this side? No, I haven't. I haven't done that one yet. Good. Good, 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 good. Okay, there's our escape pod sections. I'm going to replicate this on the other side. Oop, hello. I'll replicate this on the other side. And then we're going to be back. And then the base of the belly of the beast is then complete. That's so sick. Okay, I should be back. Okay. I've got the redstone hooked up just individually at the moment. They're not hooked up together. I think... eventually, when we do the inside, I'll hook these both up to one lever. So if you pull one lever, it'll open and close them both at the same time, I'm thinking. But yeah, it works. It's nice and simple. If you guys want to do this for your own one, repeaters, redstone, just make sure it reaches. It's not that hard. That's why I didn't do it on camera. You guys can do that. That's not even crazy redstone, is it? I think I went for the white because... I don't know, I want the escape area to be very clean, you know, you get in it, go, you know. And plus it makes it a little bit different to the rest of the grey, doesn't it? But yeah, that looks pretty sick. Let's see what it looks like from the outside here. Oh, I really, really like that. That's a really nice touch on there. And then what happens when we open them? Boop. There's no quick way out anymore. We gotta go to the ends. Dude, yeah, and then when that's a nice white room and we build like a little mini escape pod looking thing, we could make something look okay-ish, I'm sure. 2 by 3, I'm thinking, you know, maybe sort of, let's get a sort of, yeah, normal block here. I'm thinking this sort of size. And we have 6 of these, 3 on each side. But then, I don't know, we could probably end up making them look a little bit more escape pod-ish by putting like they don't even need a window. They're an escape pod. They're not meant to be furnished, shall we say. We probably need a little bit of propulsion on the back, so we'll use our nice red blocks because I just like how they look. And then maybe cover that up. What are the trapdoors in this? Where are they? This one. Wooden trapdoor. Oh, dude, that's beautiful. I was so pleased that it didn't have a little hole in it like the trapdoors usually do. For the actual block that it's made out of, I'm thinking, yeah, this is a sort of... I wanted like a whitish block. Something like that, and then a carpet over the top. Now, we have some really sick-looking carpets. What way does this face? I think I would have preferred it if it did end up facing the other way, but we don't have the opportunity. Where's the carpets? There they are. Darker top, red top. What way does this go? Because this goes the opposite way. That's it. As a little escape pod. That doesn't look too bad, does it? And then, I don't know, like, is this normal? Yeah, normal button. I'm just thinking, like, detail here. Like a little button on either side. Maybe, I want something on the front. I don't know what, though. Daylight sensor for some power would be sick to have somewhere. For some power as it goes to... Yeah. It's our little escape pod. And we just build 6 of those around. Now, I know technically, well, the daylight sensor actually makes it even more not fit through. I know technically the carpet wouldn't quite fit, but come on, guys. That's it. We're working with what we can here, but that's pretty cool. I like that. I would like something on the front, maybe. I'm thinking lights. Where is item frames? Item frames, and then snowballs for little lights. So it's like a little miniature car, but like, do you need lights on an escape pod? Probably not. Parachute is what you need. Mind you, these could be the parachutes on the side, couldn't they? And these are the things that, and then bang, you can land safely wherever. I sort of like, there is just something missing off it. I don't know what it is yet. It's but something is certainly missing. Maybe it's the shape there. What if we... Oops, I want that upside down. Hey, what about that? Do I like that? That's pretty cool, isn't it? That makes it cuter looking, for sure. I like that, yeah. Just a little poof. So we'll do 6 of those, 3 on either side. Alright, that has to do it for this episode. The belly is now complete, with exception to some lights and details and stuff if we want to put those in later. We've got the observation deck to put in, and then it's just a little bit on the top here, and the very, very top of it. Again, I still want to add some glass there, I think, and then it's time to do the interior. We do need a way in and out. That is something that we don't have. How would we do that? Could I somehow get a staircase to drop down and go up? Like, if it was... I know you couldn't get in it if it was up in the air like this. This is meant to be flying. But imagine... We need legs on it. So, like, or, like, legs that are folded away. But how would you get in it? Because in a real spaceship, you'd have, like, a section of the ship that sort of... and drops down like the back of a big Apache helicopter-style thing. And then that would touch the floor. But we can't really do that in Minecraft, can we? I might be able to figure something out. I don't know for the moment. I might be able to figure something out. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I shall see you in the next episode. Bye!